Hi guys, Chamion here from Food by Chamion. I hope all is well. I am doing a requested demo. It's cinnamon rolls. I'm going to call out the necessary ingredient for this demo. For that, you will need 2 packages of active dry yeast, which is equivalent to 2 tablespoons. You will need 6 tablespoons of butter, vegetable oil, or lard, also known as vegetable shortening. 1 cup of granulated sugar, 8 cups of all-purpose flour. You might need a bit more for dusting. 2 cups of hot water, 2 eggs beaten, 1 teaspoon of salt, and well, for this, because I made my own in advance to save time, for the sake of time, I'm going to call out what you need for this, okay? For that, you will need as a mixture for the filling of the buns. You will need ½ cup of softened butter, room temperature butter, ½ cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of raisins, and about 2 tablespoons or more of ground cinnamon. For my fellow Trinidadians, that's known as cinnamon powder. Okay, I'm gonna call out what you will need for the first thing now. You will follow all my steps so that you won't be confused. You will need about 6 tablespoons of butter, 2 cups of confectioners or powdered sugar, icing sugar as is known here in Trinidad and Tobago, 4 tablespoons or more of milk. If you are vegan, you can omit that altogether and just use vanilla extract clear in its place, and that's it. That's it. So just watch all the steps that I'm taking. Already have everything measured. As you can see, I'm using my spatula that's reserved strictly for desserts. I have my yeast proofing. You all see me do this time and time again. It just means setting these in some warm water. It should be ideal set temperature 110. Okay, so this is it here. Put some sugar for you to feed on directly from your 1 cup. You don't need extra, and that's it. So I'm gonna get straight into things this very moment. Okay, here's my measured vegetable shortening or lard. I'm using that. Remember, I called and I said to you all what you can use, your substitutes, okay? A lot of persons don't like lard. So you can use a dough blender to incorporate the lard, or a dough blender, or forks. I showed that fork method time and time again. Yeah, so like I said, just use a simple fork to get that incorporated if you are indeed using the shortening, the vegetable shortening, okay? This is the tool that I'm referring to, the gadget. I'm wearing gloves, so it's not an issue. You just want it to start to look like breadcrumbs in there. You can give it a turn to make sure it's fully incorporated and all of that. I'll also be using some spice extract or essence in my dough. I don't want the dough just bland. So right here is where we want to start adding. This is our granulated sugar, of course. Remember, I call out how much salt. I'm just going to use my sea salt grinder and do a couple turns. It is not a pinch of salt. A pinch means different things for different persons, because our hands and averaging isn't the same for everyone. I'm using fine sea salt. Use the salt of your choice, okay? Also, the brand of yeast you use isn't important. I just happen to like one particular brand, and so I stick with it. What I'll suggest whenever you are doing baking of any type, always take your yeast and your rising agents as fresh as possible. Don't stock up on things like that. Don't buy in bulk. It makes a world of difference. So I'm gonna get in my proof yeast. If you might have the question, Chamion, can I use milk, warm milk? Of course you can. Basically, it's more or less a sweet basic sweet dough. That's what it is. If you look at it technically, that's what it is. So I'm getting it in there. You see I put my well. You want that foam in action, okay? Don't be alarmed. I'm going to get in my eggs. Remember, you want your eggs beaten. Look for large eggs at your supermarket. I'm just going to get in the extract. This is what it looks like. I brought it at an Essence house. I said why I'm using it. I don't want it plain, the dough. Tasting just bland. Right? So this is what you want to do until everything is incorporated very nicely. You want to have some patience right here. This is where you want to have a bit of patience. A lot of persons will say, please use your dough hooks on your stand mixers and the likes. You don't need any special things like gadgets like those or any electronic devices. Okay? You all know, I always tell you all, you don't have to get into expense to make things like these. And I absolutely mean that. I'm getting the hint of the nutmeg in there. After this is well incorporated, I want to just give it a few turns well. After it's well. So guys, I'm finished kneading my dough for my cinnamon rolls. You want to leave it to rest. You want to leave it to rest. You want to leave it until it's double in size. That simply means twice the amount that it is, because of course, you know, yeast causes things to grow, okay? I'm going to show you guys step by step, of course, all the steps that you need to take to accomplish some perfect cinnamon rolls, okay? So keep watching. So guys, my cinnamon rolls dough or sweet dough, it's been resting for quite a while. It's double in volume. You all remember where it was. So now it's time to get it in its form to go down into my baking dish to bake, okay? I'm going to just get my pastry mat. I already have my dish lined with parchment paper. This is my dish here. You want to use a deep dish, you want to use a huge dish, okay? If you don't have that, you can use a bun, B-U-N, pan, okay? Cookie sheet might be just a little too low for what you are looking for. It's always wise to use the deep dish because it helps protect the heat somewhat from crisping up or getting it too hard on the outside of your cinnamon rolls, okay? So let me get straight into things at this very moment. You want to divide this dough into 2 parts. I'm not going to open my mat the entire length of, I'm not going to open the mat wider than it is here, okay? Like I said, get it into 2 parts. I'm right here, just excuse me being quiet, but I'm right here. So I'm gonna just dust my mat. I'm gonna use my bench knife. Might be known by a different name. Depends on which nation you are living in. Remember when I made mention of that extra flour, it was for this purpose, for dusting purposes. You don't want to go crazy with the flour. The dough is quite sticky, okay? Which is expected. Your dough should also be very soft. If you have hard dough, I always make mention that just as your dough is before it is cooked, just the way it behave, you know, the general outcome of whatever it is you are making. Some persons will deflate the dough, I don't, okay? Simplest movement will just help it deflate on its own. Let's just get it into 2. As equal as possible. The part that you don't want immediately, you just get it into the ball and you put it away in your bowl. It's that simple. Don't use too much of flour for dusting. It's going to get your dough somewhat stiff. The outcome of your cinnamon roll stiff. Take all my tips. So about here. And next step 2, the thinner you roll this is the more wraps you will have on your cinnamon rolls. So after all, at this stage I may need to open my mat, okay? Because I want to go as thin as I can. For the sake of having a lot of wraps, it just looks so much better when it have all that wraps in it. It's just gorgeous with all the wraps. And this is how huge. So about this thin, this is half of the dough. Just go back a bit and you will see how thick it was and how thin I got it, okay? Remember I said that is for a reason. So now I'm going to get the filling that I made beforehand onto it, okay? You want to spread it and then I'll put some of the golden raisins. The regular color raisins is better for this. It really looks good against the dough, okay? You see how creamy my own looks. It's just gorgeous, makes life easier. Smells amazing. I'm just going to use a wooden knife to distribute this onto my dough. I'm just going to show you guys how to slice a couple of them using my bench knife. Some persons will use cooking safe twine. Okay, so some person will use twine, okay? The twine that looks a lot like dental floss. Don't go using dental floss because you know most of them they are flavored and you might have some mint tasting cinnamon rolls. Yeah, so I'm not going to just put on the golden. You see how evenly distributed it is on there, right? I just want to put some of the golden. I happen to like the golden raisins a lot. It's more plump and juicy versus the other counterparts. You don't want too much. Some person will skip this step altogether. Others love the raisins in there, and it looks so pretty presentation. Really, it does. It makes for pretty presentation or presentation. Okay, let's get ready to wrap this. Don't make it so quick. If you're wondering if you can add nuts, please remember a lot of times it goes on top of the frosting. Just one more bit and I'm done. I'm gonna show you guys wrapping technique. Yeah, so we are about to wrap. So if you are using something like I am using, which is the smart, you can just use it to guide you, so your hands don't even really have to touch it, right? Remember I said the more rolls you get, the nicer it looks. So you don't want to just give 2 rolls and think it's cinnamon rolls. It won't be as pretty. And as tight as you can. Also remember that it needs to rise again for some minutes before it goes into your oven. Okay? So we want to go as tight as we can. It's going to expand when it do that second bit of rising or resting. You won't believe how huge it expands, even though it's looking this slim now. It's going to expand really huge once it relaxes a bit because of the yeast, and the dough is pretty soft. That's why you want to work with your mats and so forth. I was able to just move it to come forward. Remember I said as tight as you can, okay? You saw the amount of rolls that I gave my own. That's quite a bit of rolling, though it's very sticky and nice. Don't throw away your ends, please, don't. Some person only like ends or corners, as it is known in some parts of the earth. Don't rush, don't rush. There's no hurry. Take your time doing these things, okay? You don't have any race running and you don't want to really impress anyone. It's not a competition, you are just simply doing something in your own home. So I'm going to get it down on my parchment. You see how much I got from just one, right? You saw how much I got from one. My bowl is a bit dirty because of course my hand is covered in that beautiful cinnamon filling, okay? So you have to expect to see, you know, some of my dish and all of that. Don't overpack this either, your dish, because your cinnamon roll is gonna be shaped not so pretty, okay? So you wanna just put enough that, you know, not to cram it because it fuses together once it's risen the second time around. It just looks so creamy, the filling. So believe it or not, here is where I am going to leave it, this amount. So you realize it's 4 I have in a row, okay? Because yes, it will taste good, but you all know I always tell you all that persons eat with their eyes first. This is why I did all that wrapping. This is what I wanted to see versus just 3 wrap. So I went like really thin to give me all those wraps or folds. Just kind of get it back into a circle, and that's it. I know you all got the gist. For time, in times gone by, I never spoke on, just move them up a bit if you have to. I never spoke on temperature of ovens and so forth, but I do now, 320. And I won't tell you how long because that will depend on the efficiency, age, model, and different factors of your oven, be it gas, electric, and so forth and so forth. What I'll tell you is monitor it closely. Okay, they are just so gorgeous. I am going to bake my own with some sweetened coconuts on it. Okay, and you are not going to bake it covered, bake it uncovered. But remember, I said it needs to come up some more. You might ask me how long. I would suggest you leave it for no less than 10 minutes, no more than 15 to 20 in total, resting this time around once it's formed, okay? We have some really nice soft dough here. Beautiful, soft cinnamon rolls. Okay, I'm trying to get 4 again. I'll use the end of the next one because I don't want them getting out of shape on me. So I'm just going to use the next end also. Of course, you're going to have a lot of rolls with this, following this recipe. Remember, it's how much cups of flour I use, right? Go back and you will hear how much I use. So you just want to, like I said, I'm just going to sprinkle my sweetened coconut. It was brought that way. If you might be wondering what am I referring to, if you have any questions, comment below and I'll tell you what steps to take. So let me just get the end. It's like clouds. So you imagine when it's baked how it's going to taste. It's just like clouds. Clouds and clouds and clouds. I'm trying to shift them apart as best as I can so that they won't fuse together. Yeah? Yeah. So, as I was saying, they are like real clouds. That's soft and nice. So let me just get some of that sweetened coconut on there. I spoke on time already. You want to keep watching, I'll show you guys what the final product looks like. This is optional, the sweetened coconut. Yes, it is. This will work well if you don't want to frost it, but what is cinnamon rolls without frosting? Keep watching as I bring it together for you guys. So guys, I'm now going to do the frosting aspect of the cinnamon rolls. Remember, I called it out at the start. If you're unsure or somewhat flustered or a bit perplexed or confused by the amount of ingredients that I called out, please comment below and I'll guide you through the steps, one-on-one guidance. I want to say now that this recipe, it can serve a mini gathering, mini get-together. It's a lot, it yields a lot, and remember, it rises, it doubles in volume and all of that, okay? I want to say that a lot of persons, when they are making cream cheese when they're making cinnamon rolls frosting, forgive me, they use cream cheese in it, some don't. I will be using a bit of cream cheese. Okay, so I already have everything measured. Please go back and listen to when I called out the recipe and the measured ingredients at the beginning of demo. Okay, you want to use melted butter or room temp, not melted, sorry, forgive me, there's a difference. Melted is when it's in liquid form. This is room temperature butter, it's softer. Okay, I'm going to use, I will say, about an ounce of cream cheese, unflavored cream cheese at that. I'm just going to help it along a bit with my my spatula, reserve one, like I said during the demo, for dessert making. I'm just helping it along a bit, okay? Nothing fancy. I'm going to get my confectioner's sugar, icing sugar, as it is known here in Trinidad and Tobago, directly in there. I'm going to help it along also before I get my electric whisk in it. Remember, I said the use of milk is optional. If you have to use milk and you drink milk from animal, of course use full cream or whole milk, as it is known internationally. If you can't, you can use some almond milk in here. It's not necessary either, because you can also use just your extract and that's it. I'm using clear extract because keep in mind the frosting for these things, they are always white a lot of times. You want to wait all off a bit on, you know, you can always add, you can take away. Okay, so let me just give a stir again. The smell of that extract is just amazing. What you all don't get is the aromas when I do demo, okay? Aromas is always amazing. So I'm going to get my wrist attachment in now. You can use a regular whisk. I'm just using it to help me go bypass my electronic or electric whisk, okay? I'm going to put the rest of my extract in. Why I always say use clear extract? Because it's the caramelized color one is going to discolor your frosting. If you are somewhat watching your weight, and so like I was saying, if you are somewhat watching your weight, you can use straight up cream cheese and the confectioners or icing sugar and your vanilla extract, nothing else. The butter isn't necessary because it was said, or it is said, that the cream cheese is much lower in a lot of different fats than the butters, okay? And also it's going to be more white. The butter, of course, take into consideration it's more yellow, so this is why it looks this way. All right, so my cinnamon rolls is out the oven. This is the first batch. This is what it looks like, or just beyond words, pillowy, soft and nice. Those sweetened coconut, it's toasted, if you will, so it looks just gorgeous. You also, when I press into it, how it looks, right? Springs back up as good dough. Okay, I'm gonna just frost it. You frost it hot out the oven. You don't have to let it cool down. Okay. I just want to get a good serving of this, because who doesn't want a lot of frosting? Perhaps unless they can't tolerate sugar for medical reasons, be it diabetics or so forth. Okay, I know there's a lot of plant-based sweeteners that they can use just as its real sugar cane counterpart. A lot of persons in certain parts of the world, other nations of the earth, they have things like these for breakfast, believe it or not. It's not considered dessert for them at all. Okay? So just want to put a good serving, and you realize that it's warm out the oven, these rolls, and it's not melted. Yeah, so the frosting is standing up pretty well, although it's hot out the oven. See how gorgeous it is. So I'm just going to put a bit of the sweetened coconut on the top. Just for some extra, you know. Yeah, it's just going to be gorgeous. And also, you want to put a serving of peanuts too while you're frosting, because if you only use, let's say if you don't use cream cheese, what will happen is that it's going to get somewhat hardened, because the cream cheese is in my frosting won't really get as hard. When I say hardened, not like royal icing hard, but it's going to harden. Yes.com. So you want to take the time and give as much, roll it out as thin as possible and fold it. You see the gorgeousness that we have. I cut into it for you guys to see the texture. Okay guys, as always, I thank you for all your love, amazing positivity and continued support. Until I'm with you all, thanks for watching and bye.